Hello. We hope you're enjoying your stay at Toshi's place.
To help you make the most of your time in Kamakura, we've prepared this sightseeing guide.
Today we'll introduce you to Yuigahama Odori.
That's Yuigahama Odori, or Yuigahama Avenue. It might seem like just a regular street at first glance, but there's actually a lot going on there.
Yeah, definitely more than meets the eye. It's a place where you really feel history and, modern life kind of bumping up against each other in a fascinating way.
Exactly. So our mission today is to sort of unpack what makes the street special. Why should you take a walk down it? What stories are hiding just beneath the surface?
Okay, let's set the scene a bit. Picture this. Yuigahama Odori stretches for about, what, a kilometer?
Yeah, roughly a kilometer. It connects the area near the famous Hasidera Temple over towards Wakamiya Oji. That's the main path leading up to Tsurugoka Hachimangu Shrine.
And one thing you'll notice, probably right away, is that you're often walking parallel to the tracks of the Inaden.
Ah, the Inishima Electric Railway.
Yeah, that little green train, it's so
Yeah.
charming.
It really is. And you don't just see it, you hear it. That clackety-clack sound, the little whistle. It instantly gives you that Kamakura feeling.
Totally. It's nostalgic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really adds to the atmosphere, lets you know you're somewhere with, well, a bit of history, but still humming along.
Speaking of history, this street has deep roots. We're talking way back.
Right? This wasn't just paved last year.
Not at all. This was a key route, apparently really flourishing from the late Heian period, that's like early 12th century,
Wow.
all the way through the Kamakura period, so up to the mid-14th century. For centuries, this was a major thoroughfare.
Just imagine. Kamakura was the center of power then. This street must have been buzzing. People, carts, maybe samurai.
Absolutely. Pilgrims heading to the temples, merchants, messengers. It links major sites, Tsurugawa Hachimangu, the Great Buddha, Hasidera. So
Yeah.
when you walk it today, you're literally tracing those ancient steps.
Which is amazing when you think about what's there now. It's this blend of old and new.
You're right.
Shodas are really varied.
Oh, completely. It's not just one type of thing. You've got these lovely old traditional Japanese sweet shops, wagashi places.
Wagashi.
Yeah. And then right nearby, maybe a super modern patisserie, with fancy French cakes.
Quite the contrast.
It is.
Mm.
Plus, unique little stores, bakeries. You can probably smell the fresh bread restaurants, cafes, even curry shops.
Yeah.
A real mix.
And something really special about those cafes and restaurants, a lot of them aren't in new buildings.
That's a key point. Many are housed in beautifully renovated old Japanese houses. We're talking buildings that are maybe over 100 years old.
From the Meiji or Taisho eras, perhaps?
Exactly. They've taken these historic homes and given them a new purpose, but kept the atmosphere.
So when you step inside, it's not just about getting coffee, is it?
Not at all. You're stepping into a piece of history. The building itself, the old wood, the layout,
Yeah.
it adds this layer to the experience. It feels different, maybe calmer, more authentic than a brand new place.
It really makes you think about how the space itself shapes your visit. The history isn't just around you, it's part of the cafe or the shop.
Right. It blends that traditional Kamakura feeling with today's lifestyle. It kind of encourages you to slow down, look around, soak it in.
Okay, so beyond the shops, there are specific historical spots to look out for too, like the Roku Jizo.
Ah, yes, the Roku Jizo, the 6 Jizo statues. You'll likely see them grouped together.
They're quite noticeable, and there's a story behind them, isn't there? A slightly somber one.
Well, the story often told is that they were placed there to comfort the spirits of people who died at an execution ground that was nearby way back in the past.
Oh, wow. That adds some weight.
It does, and it ties into the whole idea of the 6 Jizo in Buddhism. Each one represents one of the 6 realms of rebirth, heaven, humans, demons, animals, hungry ghosts, and hell.
Okay.
And Jizo is this bodhisattva, this figure of great compassion, believed to help beings in all those realms. So people have prayed to them for centuries, especially for protection, for children, for easing suffering.
So seeing them there, it's not just art. It connects you to Kamakura's history, the good and the bad, and the deep-rooted beliefs of the people here. Makes you see them differently.
Absolutely. It adds a layer of meaning to the walk.
What else should people keep an eye out for? I think there's a monument.
Yes, there's a haiku monument from Matsuo Basho, the famous poet. It's a subtle nod to the area's literary side.
And speaking of places that have been around forever,
Yeah.
the Shibasaki Milk Shop.
Oh, Shibasaki Milk Shop. Yes. This is a fantastic example of living history on the street. It was founded in Meiji 22.
Meiji 22. Wait, that's 1889.
That's right. Over 130 years ago, this place is a true Kamakura landmark. It's seen so much history unfold around it.
And the shop itself looks old, right? Like proper retro.
Definitely. The building is from Showa 12, which is 1937. So the building alone is, what, over 80 years old? A real piece of pre-war architecture.
Amazing. And it's still a milk shop.
Yes, that's the incredible part. It's not just a preserved facade, it's still operating, and apparently it still does milk deliveries in the neighborhood.
No way. That's fantastic. It shows it's still part of the community.
Exactly. It's history in action, not just history behind glass.
Yeah.
And here's a cool little tidbit.
Go on.
The famous writer, Ryunosuke Kutagawa, wrote Rashomon.
Oh, of course.
Well, word is he used to be a regular customer here.
Get out. Oh, Kutagawa buying milk from this shop.
Apparently so.
I
It
didn't
just
know.
brings the history alive, doesn't it? You can almost picture him stopping by.
It really does. And it makes sense because this area near the sea became quite popular back then, right? For writers and artists.
Yeah, absolutely. From the Meiji and Taisho periods onward, so late 19th, early 20th century, its location near the coast made it a desirable spot for villas.
Like holiday homes or second homes?
Sort of, yeah. It attracted a lot of cultural figures, writers like Akutagawa, artists, academics. They built homes here drawn by the seaside air and, well, the general atmosphere.
So walking down Yuigahama Odori today, you're really walking through a landscape that inspired Japanese literature and art.
You are. It's perfect for a sort of literary-themed stroll. You pass places they might have known, like Shibasaki's, you see the Basho Monument, you feel the vibe that drew them here.
And beyond the history and culture, there's just the simple pleasure of the walk itself, feeling the seasons change.
Oh, definitely. It's a great street for that. You really notice the shifts.
Yeah.
Cherry blossoms in spring, that lush greenery.
Then in summer, even though you're not right on the beach, you can feel it's close, right? That seaside energy.
Totally. And then autumn brings the changing leaves. It's just a comfortable pace to walk and notice nature blending in with the town.
So the walk itself may be heading towards Hasadera, which takes about 20 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah, something like that. It's not too long.
It really offers this nice blend. You get the history, the culture, the old shops, the new cafes, all woven together. It's not just about getting from A to B.
It gives you a different slice of Kamakura, maybe a more everyday, lived-in feel compared to only visiting the really big tourist spots. You're seeing where history meets daily life.
Good point. And on a practical note, if you are doing the walk, are there facilities?
Yes, good question. There are public toilets available along the street. A helpful tip is to look out for the red post boxes. They often indicate where you can find one nearby.
Handy, and probably worth mentioning, especially for summer visits.
Oh, definitely. Bring a hat or a sunshade. It can get quite sunny and warm walking along there. Stay hydrated.
Always good advice in Japan in summer. Now, there's one more really unique thing about this street. A special event.
Yes, this sounds really fun. Every May, they hold the Border Festival.
Border Festival, what's that about?
Okay, get this. The theme is border, as in stripes. Everyone is encouraged to wear striped clothing. The whole street gets involved.
Stripes. I like nautical stripes. Or any stripes.
Seems like any kind of stripe goes. It creates this really fun visual theme for the day.
That sounds brilliant. What happens during the festival?
All sorts of things. Shops have special offers, so it's a great excuse to pop into some of those places we mentioned. There are garage sales, workshops you can join, little mini concerts maybe.
Right.
And they even have a photo session for the Best Border Award. So people really get into the stripe theme.
Uh-huh. That's fantastic. A whole community dressing in stripes.
Yeah, the locals apparently call it a cultural festival for adults. It suggests it's maybe a bit quirky, fun, community-driven.
For anyone visiting, especially from overseas, happening upon that must be amazing.
Absolutely. It would be such a unique chance to see the local community spirit in action, to interact with people, and just experience the modern, lively side of this historic street. It shows Yuigahama Odori is very much alive.
So summing up our exploration of Yuigahama Odori, it's clearly way more than just a street.
Definitely. It's a place to discover things where history isn't locked away. It's right there, mixed in with cafes and shops and daily life.
It offers a really comfortable pace, a chance to see maybe a quieter, more intimate side of Kamakura, history and modern life working together.
So for you, when you visit Kamakura, taking a walk down Yuigahama Odori offers a different kind of experience. It's not just ticking off the big sights.
Right, it's about stepping into the rhythm of the place.
Exactly. You're surrounded by these layers: ancient history, literary connections, businesses that have been there forever, fun community events like the Border Festival. It connects you to the real Kamakura.
Maybe think about that as you explore. How can just walking down a single street make you feel more connected to a place? How many stories can one street hold? Yuigahama Odori certainly hold quite a few.
It's worth seeking out those kinds of layered places, isn't it? Makes travel richer.
Definitely. Okay, that brings us to the end of our look at Yuigahama Odori.
What did you think?
We hope the rest of your stay at Toshi's place will be filled with wonderful memories.